You slow down. You got your phone? Is there anything untoward up going on up there? Yo! What'd you say you see up there? I can't hear you. Weeds? Like towards the back? Is it like water back there or something? So what? I wonder why the weeds are growing up there. So they don't have like a bunch of sticks or nuts. I wonder why they keep going up there. That's just where they live, huh? Well, where are they? They used to live under the deck, and they tore all my shit up there. You see any raccoon shit? It looks like a little bigger than cat shit. I recorded some of it so I can see. I actually want to go up there. The ladder. Should I put like some shoes on? I got on Birkenstocks. I want to see. Lala, how was your date? Wait, tell me in a minute, because we got 911 emergency. These raccoons, child, they was back here last night. I told you they come tipping in around 4:30. I do not want to spray that off shit on me. That made my skin so sticky the last time I did. That's Will, everybody. Will, are you single? Don't let the dirt fool you. Will get plenty of money. He's just an electrician. He got dirty fingernails. My hair I look crazy today. I fell asleep on the I slept on the couch. I was so tired. I lost my pocketbook in my own house. It was hanging up in the bathroom behind the door. They sent the video. That's it. Let me get my other phone. Let me get the other phone. You only got that phone number. I don't use this phone. What phone is it, bro? What y'all say? Purses? The purse? The bag? My pocketbook. Be careful. Alright, let's see yourself on the roof. Alright, let's show you the video of the raccoon. I ain't gonna see it. Fast forward some. I got this thing that'll suck the poison out of your a bug bite. You wanna try it? Hold on, y'all. And it really works, so I feel like I'm getting bit too. I need to add some more. What kind of fucking bug spray you got? You probably got bit before you sprayed it. in the recycle bin, right here. Wait, why is the phone ringing? This shit. This is it going up. If it's two of them, they're going up the damn pipe. This is called a bug bite thing, and you gotta pull it out. What's that? Skin so soft? Oh, cutter. Oh, cause I got the shit, the forever chemicals on it. It causes cancer. That's why it works, but it works. That's the shit that's in our food that's killing us. We got so it's probably back there. We probably got it back there. Oh, that's probably a forest fire waiting to happen over there. But like this, you put this on your you put this on your yeah, and you gotta like pull it down. And you got where's your mosquito? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I don't see a clear one. So it's saying it's right here. All right, so the bug is right here, and you pull it. Ah, but this should be. We sometimes see the poison or your just the grease that's on your skin. You got to just keep doing it. Like, what something in there? No, it just sucks the poison out. It works though. You laughing? It works. It works if you work it. Damn. The fuck? Yo, I got a joint get. Look, I got a bug. This is a different kind of bug bite on me. You just let it pull it out. You do it again. You do it a couple times. You got only you know where it's at. I'm fucking itching now. They need to give us shit. I might get some hydrocortisone cream. I got it at Lowe's. Mm-hmm. It looks like some shit that was on Shark Tank, but it works. It really do. It's annoying if you can't see your bites, but it works. You can't go on Lowe's. Well, at least that don't sound so bad. You know, it'll be different. You just don't have any patience. Oh no. All right, let's see this. Open these. I guess one little cookout. Was it rain recently? It must have got diluted. All right, this is let's see the video he sent me. I ain't get. Oh, you want to see what's up on underneath the deck. Hmm. I don't know what I thought was up here. What if they do live there? Wait a minute. What's this? Oh. Don't they look like something back there? Right here. What's this?
Those just look like a can. They all kids and shit.
I hope they find a way into the house.
But it ain't really that much shit up there. Like they just be on the roof and shit like that. There ain't that much shit up there for them to be making plans.
You know what? They're probably in that house. They probably climb up that pole and they come around 4:30. You can stay.
My raccoon come from.
Where they come from?
Across the joint, you can right out from out the house. In the house, in the yard, come out at night.
Yeah. And they come home around 4:30. My thing don't work. It was working when it was charging. The light was lit up. You gotta charge it. And when I charged it, these lights came on. Fucking thing. And this works. Well, it used to on. Whoa. These mosquitoes is biting us probably. Hey, C. Patterson. Let me see. Let's do some mosquitoes at then. I know they over here. This is our mosquito concoction. The mosquito dunks. See this film right here? This is from my cushion. They destroyed my chairs. These chairs that I got on the roof, destroyed. They ripped the covers. Yo, let's see what Carlos and I'm talking about. I finally got a charger. I mean a case for this phone. I got an OtterBox, $5. Just for this another Android I got. This look too big. This don't match my phone. Look at this.
Where to go to?
This phone right here. It said at 815. 18 maybe. Hold on. I don't want to destroy this package because I might need to send it back. Hold on. Outfits. I guess I'm doing it wrong. I'll put it in here first. Shit, I need to come up with an idea for some of this shit. I don't know about this. It's just a piece of rubber. Amazon. It is an OtterBox though. So I keep dropping this phone, so I have no case on it. Alright, what you want to eat? You not hungry right now? Alright, well I'm going to go get my computer real quick. You sure? Yeah. You sure? Hmm? you about to go? No, I'm talking about when you leave here. Oh. Well, how he get the stickers without giving you the money? How did he get the stickers without paying for them? Cause what?
I pay for them.
You ain't talking about church, are you? Swale. Down the street? Well, call me when you want your plate. It's on the house. I said it's on the house, so call me when you want it. Or you want it to go? Or well, just call me when you want it. You better be careful. You. Just strong man. Nice strong man. Nice looking. Got a nice little physique. I'm always trying to hook something. Play a matchmaker. No mosquitoes are back there. Yeah, lay it back down. I'm back in the truck. I was listening to Renaissance today. My hair look crazy. I'm gonna put on Carlos King. Let's see what they saying about and this fucking cat. I can't even sit down back here because there's cat hair all over my chairs. I'm like being held hostage in my own home. Cat food. I need to do something about that for real. Because that's why they come sniffing around, huh? What do you mumble when you talk? Oh, thank you. She ain't no raccoons? You talking about around the corner? Where you grandma?
She used to work in school and all that shit. She worked in my mom's school too.
No, the grandma got a beard.
No, not my girl. Oh, girl.
What's it say?
You might better sleep through it.
You need to stop that bullshit. That's why you ain't hungry. If you up around 4, I'm gonna be up. Come watch you. You got a BB gun? What is a BB gun?
What is it?
Yeah, what is
I
it?
got a paintball gun.
All right, bring it in.
Good shot. I gotta find fucking baseball.
I need some weapons.
I got more fucking nothing.
I ain't even gonna get that close up on. You can do all that. All right, well, come around. Come here. I'm gonna call you around four in the morning. All right. Yeah. Wait, do we? Yeah. You keep leaving the door open. Now I got all this stuff out here. I guess I can. Yeah. Talk about.
It's crazy how you make all the houses the same, like on the same block all the houses.
Well, if you read about history, which clearly you haven't, it's like they wanted. It was designed that way back in the day, and Philly is I'm about to get you your drink. Philly is how do you say it? Like fashion, like Paris. No, it's like they made it to look like Ben Franklin that made it to look like Paris, the Champs Elysees, how we say it. It's just like that. Like if you look at the Ben Franklin Parkway and the way the city set up. Hmm. You said they handmade. Cause when we was doing renovations, I was like, "Can you get rid of these old ass cabinets?" He was like, "You know how much I paid for these cabinets?" Yeah, so I believe you. They handmade. We got some in the bathroom too.
You gotta like start over, like sanding them all the way down to the bare wood, then start over. I would change the whole color, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I would probably have to wait until he's gone to do that. No, one time I put I'm just gonna. Is this enough? Is this or you want the cups I sell? This ain't enough. This one, all right. That little bit of ass juice. Here, I get the top and stuff. And let me do it, cause your hand's dirty. But your hand's still dirty. I ain't gonna put all the fruit and shit in it. Hmm. No, I'm talking about. I thought you were getting ice. Where you get the red from? No, let me do it. This you need ice. Well, it's pretty sweet. You need some ice. Oh, you drink that shit from the Chinese store. You need ice. Isn't it too sweet like that? Okay. Silly to me. You want the top? All right. Thanks for coming. This gnat thing is working, y'all. This stuff I put out here, wasn't you here Saturday when I put this out? For all them flies and gnats that was in here? It's working. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's just on the top. Yep. Then, it's a lot of them in here. They told me to put apple cider vinegar and some dish soap in here. Cause remember they was in here, they was killing us Saturday. All right. Thanks for coming.
So go like that?
For crooked? Yeah. Because if you come in the house, you'll walk into, if you make it straight, you're going to walk into the piano.
No, makes sense.
It bothers me too, but.
I was just about to straighten it out. That's
All right, well, this Can you fix this? Get a new one? Because the door is about to just like, and they said that that's why the wall is cracking. All right, good. It's a good handyman to have around. Well, let me see. Um, yes, yes, absolutely, yes, we are. I'm tired of being held hostage in my house. They came back. They come back every night, and they just get more and more bold. I can't go on my roof deck. I wish y'all could just let me show you how my deck used to look. I was gonna be up there right now, and y'all would probably think I was in the south of France somewhere. Um, hold up, what was this? Bitch, y'all, y'all. Oh my god, where's Lexi? Is Lexi here? Got a meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon. Oh. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm trying to show you on my deck. The concoction works well. I also hate that. They are awful, awful. And they were in here eating, and the flies were all in here. And I don't want them to think like it's flies. And one girl was like, "You know, these flies will lay eggs in your food." And I said, "Oh my god, get these flies out of here." All right, so look, um, Lexi and Caribbean Girl. Hold on 1 second. Let me do something. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you saw it. Okay, Michelle. Let me pull up. She tripping? Is she? Let me ask you this: is she right? Am I going to agree with her or no? Is she tripping or no? All right, let's see. I was just looking at these pictures. What are they? Let me see. Deck maybe. Oh, what can I even see? Deck. All right, this one had to take the deck up. This was my deck before. And this wasn't even a completed version of it. This is how it started. Well, not how it started. That was my first design. Let me see what I got more. Screenshot. Wow. This is how it started. Mm. Yeah, those are the covers that they ripped up. These were 70. Oh, look, here we go. They knocked over the plants. They ripped the chair cover. Then they ripped the cushions. Let me start that one. Hold up. Those were $70 each. I had a garden up there, but in this is how our backyard used to look. Like I had a whole setup back here. They went inside. These are storage bins right here. You see how I mixed the colors? Wait, I got a better picture for y'all. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So you see this black and white pillow with the flower on it. So then I saw You see the couch cushion kind of matches, and I started like mixing patterns. And then I had the umbrella, the everything, the matching rug, matching umbrella with the black and white pull with the flower. And you got the plants everywhere for privacy. They had the lights, music. It was a time, okay? I would be up there right now if I could. And I cannot. Yeah, my shit was tight back there. Just give it ambiance. It just started just like that. That's all I had at first. And now it looks like there was like an apocalypse. All right, so let's see what Carlos thing is talking about. It ain't set up there. I should show you what it looks like now. You know, like the movies where there's like a zombie, like a zombie invasion, or there's a like the movie Don't Speak, where the people gotta hide underground for years, and then like after years and years and years, they come back out and they look around and see, how, what's still standing, and everything is all fucked up because it's the raccoon. Bitch, stay there right the fuck now. Oh my god, I just saw it. It's three of them. It's fucking three of them. It's fucking three of them. You see them? Do you see these raccoons back here, y'all? There's three of them. What the fuck? That's the fourth. That's number four. It's four of them. There's four of these bitches back here. Damn, the backlight ain't working. They're going into the yard next door. Wow. Wow, we were just out here. Let me call Will. Raccoon used to go on our trash can and eat my nephew's dirty day. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got to get rid of this fucking cat. I'm sorry. It's four of them. They just rolling around four deep like it ain't nothing. You see, we are under an invasion. Will. Four raccoons just rolled up on the patio. I shit you not. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear my mother. Four deep. So y'all was looking for me. Here I go. I got a trap. I'm just start trapping them, and then we just gonna have to do whatever we do with them. Shit, one trash. I got a whole trap upstairs. Yeah, put that shit out there. I ain't well how am I what I'm gonna do with it once it get trapped? Put shit in trash. It's gonna be alive.
Put the shit in the trash.
Okay, so once it gets trapped, right? It's still living. It's not like a saw trap. Like
Toss some crust that one lost one.
what'd you say?
Toss them over there in that yard.
It's
Eventually,
going to be alive.
eventually you're gonna die, right?
Yeah, I mean we could probably speed up their process. All right. Well, are you coming back and forth? Because I'm not trapping it without somebody else here.
Uh,
All right. There's not like the cat. So the cat eats his food, and the bowl that his food was in is out there. So yes and no. Like when we went out there earlier, it was just like crumbs in the bag. You better know it. We can't say this. We gotta be careful what we say on here. Damn, I forgot to get something to drink. All right, I'll just start the video. But in my opinion, with Real Housewives of Atlanta, so y'all want to see the deck real quick? My opinion, it ain't nothing really happened last night. Except for, like Blue said, Shania was feigning confusion. Like, she's so confused. And that's so funny that Blue, you can't really see because it's dark now. I'm scared to come on. They kind of went the other way. But that's what I'm saying about the raccoons. Like, I can't even enjoy back here because I'm scared to come out here because and they out kind of early, but not really because the sun just went down. You can't really see. Let me see. Where my other phone at? I know you shitting me. Shut the fuck up, man. I know you lying. I know you was a bald headed fucking liar. So I had ordered these sticky things for the plants because of the gnats. So I'm like, where are they coming from? And these are the plants that I just did over. So apparently they have organic material in it, like the bark and stuff like that. So that's one. But look at this one. It's like almost full. I just put this in here last night. Y'all can't really see. Look at this one. So that's where they came from. Look at these fucking eggs. And they the babies. They the eggs. But wait, let me show you the first time I noticed the bugs. But you gotta catch them before they look at this one. This is gross. These are all dead bugs. These are all dead gnats. Look how many of them. It's not even a room for any more. You can't really see it, but it's staying there full. Alright, so let's yeah, it's not good. Right. Nice. These chairs don't have cushions. What are back cushions? Um, well, they're sunburnt now because they don't have covers on them. That's the color they used to be. I don't know if they got to my umbrella. That's the little poison stuff I put out. But these were all my plants I had out here. They're just chilling. Well, I guess these are weeds. It's just like empty. I need to start throwing some of these away. This is the stuff. We got stuck to it. I don't think that shit gonna work. They would probably need to eat a lot of it to Now let's make this come off the track. Where is this loose? And then we got the screen replaced, but they just put a holes in the screen like they was trying to come through the house. I used to leave this door open. There's a dirt. Hold on. Did we miss it? Oh, 35 minutes ago. They kept it real short. I wonder how Carlos feels about Blue.
I am on time. I am on time.
Before we start, I'm gonna stop using ChatGPT for my thumbnails because they're all looking the same. Like everybody got the same fucking thumbnails. Like I literally have this almost the same thumbnail.
I am on time. Let me see all the people who is going to give me a lovely shout out. Because for the first time, how long have I been doing this? Is it 2 years? I don't know. Nonetheless,
Should I start this over and name it something else?
I'm on time. Okay, so let's see who we have here right now. Okay. You guys are just talking to each other, doing your thing. Lula is here. Lula, we start on time today. So good to see you. Lula said 701. What's happening? We start on time, Lula, because my panel, one has to go to the beauty supply store. One is catching a flight. So I have to be on time today. All right. Let's see what we have here, and then I'll bring on my prestigious panel.
Gonna feel me.
That exposes my chest.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The ego was control.
You were all of them on camera then?
Because Blue's saying that the closet is populated, Carlos.
I've seen your teats as much as mine.
Well, you were the only one, baby. But Dustin, let's talk about your weekend.
Yeah, great weekend. Been deep in my rehearsal bag. I got 4 shows this week. Deep. So, yeah, I got a show tomorrow in Boston. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up to City Winery in Boston tomorrow night. I get to see my baby Blue and so many other people, Raindrops, everybody. Can't wait. Tomorrow in Boston, playing 2 shows in Atlanta this Friday. So get your tickets if you don't have them yet. I have 2 shows in Atlanta at City Winery on this Friday. And then I'm playing City Winery Nashville on Sunday. So my ass been working, you know what I'm saying, and preparing to work. So go to DustinRossLive.com right now, please.
Because he don't date no bum.
Yeah, I don't date no fucking bums. And shout out to all the love that got. I knew y'all was gonna feel a real nigga kicking it.
That need to be put on a shirt. I don't think
y'all was gonna feel me. Exactly. And we showing up the same way. So it is mutually beneficial. You know what I'm saying? But can't wait to see everybody on stage. So that's what I was doing this weekend, preparing for all of that.
Good. And nothing pleasurable happened this weekend, just work.
I mean, look at that face and that look in his eye. You got to be able to read. Wow. To be able to read.
You know.
Look at his face. It means yes.
The best communication is nonverbal, right? And I am a person who is exceptionally gifted in nonverbal communication. So this weekend, I definitely engaged in some nonverbal communication, and my performance was stellar, if I do say so myself.
Did they leave a Yelp review after they left?
Well, they didn't yell. They didn't leave a Yelp review, but they left a Yale review. So, anywho, yeah, it's good to be here. I am happy to be here.
Tell what she is. She has like this really beautiful curly hair, and it was her first time doing a pageant, right?
Wow.
$20 dress. Yeah. But anyways, glad I made it. And yes.
Chloe looks raggedy. She looks ragged.
Yes, it's been a lot. And I didn't have any pleasure.
I'm just gonna say this. I do not believe in outing people. And however, comma, I do believe that if you're sexually fluid on a dating show, you should probably like tell the bride and not show up with all your boys from Equinox to the wedding.
Wow.
I said, now hold on, miss.
What's a DC brunch gang? Tell me. We will get into all of that later, but no, I had a really good weekend. If you haven't seen a heart in, it's better than a heart out. But nonetheless, let's get to Bell Collective.
Because I think Dustin just highlighted this in his "Ooh, I don't like that." Weeks and weeks of "Ooh, I don't like that" leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So when you finally see the mother episode, it's like, you know what? It's almost like the glacier finally broke. So I'm not confused whatsoever.
I could stand by that, but it only seems to go one way. Like the way you can say the way that Shamia has been like little nicks by the, you know,
of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. As we all know, this is episode 15 of season 17, and it's a continuation of what happened last week, which was the biggest bomb of the season, Shamia versus Portia, which, by the way, I have never seen a moment on a reality show trend for a week. Shamia and Portia, Blue to Lusma.
It's not my full name.
I know.
Get my social
My bad, sis.
My middle name is Emanuela, if you can pronounce it.
So Blue. So, it has trended all week. Okay, it's something that a lot of people just are talking about, even today, right? Even last night when K. Michelle responded to Dustin's commentary, which we'll get to that in a second, because I want to hear Dustin's thoughts on her response. But nonetheless, the ladies are at the nightclub celebrating Phaedra's birthday. Portia is there. She's having a good time. Angela Pinky, K. Michelle, some ones and twos. She's singing ESOP.
Yes.
I love her voice. I'm so happy she sang that song. I
Yes,
really
that's the
am.
shit.
Yeah.
That's my
And
song.
even offering up to play Juiceadora's song Delulu, right?
Uh-huh.
Like K. Michelle was in her element at the club. All the girls are having fun. We do see Shamia and Kelly talk about the aftermath of what happened and how Shamia said that she always cares about other people's feelings opposed to her own. She also said that she's cool on Portia and that Portia would never meet another friend like her. They then get dressed, go to the club, and the moment they walked in, Portia grabs her bag and leaves. Claudia, starting with you. Do you think Portia did the right thing by removing herself from a situation when hours before that, her and Shamia got into it over their mothers?
Probably, if you feel like you might get violent and fight for your sixth time on this show, you know what I mean? You don't want to do that. So if you feel like you have it in you, and she is trying to make an effort this season to get away from some of that, I think. But yeah, if you feel like you're gonna lose control or it's gonna be too triggering, I see nothing wrong with removing yourself from a situation. It sucks for when you're trying to have a reality show together, though, because half the cast left with her. So, you know, but I get it, and I would probably want to be around someone I just had a really uncomfortable or shitty argument with, and you know, it got nasty with that. No, I damn sure I wouldn't want to. Or maybe I could, though, because I would probably be over there looking like I was having extra fun and play through it, and you know, just be
Putting on
doing
the show like,
yeah, I take it. I would have probably stayed and been like petty with a smirk on my face and having drinks. I probably would have sent her a bottle.
That's very Aries of you. And Aries
Oh.
dance on your grave like, nigga dead. Yes, like yeah.
And we're very equipped. We're very good at like, I never even saw you in the room. We never.
Yeah.
We're very good at that. Even if it kills us, it can look like kind of like that. So yeah, they're not Aries.
Blue, what are your thoughts on?
She is so fucking corny. We're very good at acting like we didn't see you. Bitch, we can see you. Everybody can see you. Like, what are you talking about? That's not something to be bragging about. Like, she is so fucking corny.
Portia leaving, and then you know, K. Michelle stood on the mic and wanted to make sure to shout out Shamia's song. And we did see ultimately the other girls leaving with Portia.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something as Claudia. I think it was mature. As somebody who it takes a lot to get me mad, when I do get mad, I want to fight, leave. Because here's the thing, right? It took so much to get there. It's gonna take a little bit of time to come back down. And all it takes is one wrong look, one wrong moment, and things could have gone left. So I think for safety reasons, for maturity reasons, whether the girls followed her or not is kind of inconsequential. She needed to leave. And I'm happy that she self-exited. I think one of the things that I have noticed about the show, because this is something that I mentioned like on my live a couple of days ago, I was not a Portia fan after the Simon thing. Because I'm someone who has a lot of pain around cheating and Jezebels and all that other stuff, the Simon thing made me pull away from Portia, like, ew, it's a little bit too close to home. I don't like that. One of the things I want to give her credit for is you can tell that whether you trust her heart or not, her behavior has improved. We can't speak to somebody's heart. Nobody, us or the comments, can speak to Portia's heart or even Shamia's heart. But we can speak to in the words of James Baldwin, I can't tell you how you feel. I can tell you what I saw you do, though. And so what made me actually warm up to Portia more this season, more than any other season since the Simon debacle, is that what Claudia just said, we are seeing her actively changing her behavior. Whether we think it's strategic or sincere or not, behavior is something that I have to like give her credit for, objectively speaking.
Yeah, I'm with Blue. I think that Portia leaving was the mature thing to do. I also think that Portia feels like she didn't get Shamia as good as she could have or wants to now. I think there's a part of Portia that feels like, even like in her conversation with her sister Lauren the next day, when Portia was saying that the high road, I feel like it's beyond me now. And she was just speaking about the conversation in a way that suggested that you ever had an argument with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and for whatever reason you kept it together, or you kept your composure as best as you could have, when you know you really could have like really said and done some shit, your first reaction would have been to really take it there with them, and you regret it after the argument, right? You think and you be like, oh, I should have told that motherfucker, you know what I mean? And you actually end up, and if you have to see the person again within a short amount of time, you actually end up trying to get close to another disagreement with them so that you can go on and do what you wish you would have done the first time. Mm-hmm. And I think that is alive in Portia at this point in the story that we're viewing on the show. And I can't say I blame her. You say something about, I don't blame either one of them, just to keep it so real with you. I understand why Shamia did what she did at that table. I understand why Portia wants to kick Shamia's ass. I understand both of them. You say my mama did something sexually, you know, crazy or whatever, I'm going to see red forever. You know what I mean? It's just like a natural reaction. So I really see how they got there. I think that Portia leaving the club was the mature thing to do. And shout out to her for being unwilling to do what most people thought that she would do, which was lose her temper against Shamia over in Scotland with them, the international police. It's just not, it's not the place to have that sort of drama. So Portia did the best thing.
And one thing that I do want to clear up, because I know there were rumors circulating at the time that they did film Scotland, that a big physical fight broke out. Had to be separated. I want to go on record saying that no, Shamia and Portia never were in a moment of being separated because they were about to fight. So I want to go on record saying that never happened. So I know things were circulating that could have been something that was edited out. It wasn't at all. That never happened. Listen, let's call a spade, and let's have a real conversation, right? Yes, Portia has been on the show since season 5, and yes, she definitely has some physical altercations. We know it, we've seen it. They sometimes flash back to it, right? I do think that what Portia is trying to do is not be that. Yeah. And when Shamia walked in, I think, and I told y'all this last week, I personally won't ever be friends with anybody where that sort of vitriol is mentioned. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying that Shamia wasn't warranted saying it. I'm just saying, as I'm watching the show, that to hear anyone, whether I deserved it or not, but to hear someone say your mother tried to sleep my daddy, I will always see red when I see you, but that's me, right? Yeah. Especially when it's so fresh. And we'll get to her behavior, Portia's behavior when she rallied the girls to go to Phaedra's birthday dinner. I do think that because it was that fresh and this girl comes in and you're still not over it, I do think Portia knew that shit's bubbling up. And, you know, like it's about to resurface. And I'm in Scotland. I don't know the laws here. Let me exit stage left before they have to pick up this girl off the floor. Hey, Nene, it's for argument. So I definitely think that was her mindset. With that being said, the only people I did expect to go with Portia is Phaedra and Cynthia, because they have a friendship with her. They've known her for 12 years. I would want Cynthia and Phaedra to follow me if I was leaving, because we have history there. So I know that Angela and Cynthia both said that, no, they were there to see Shamia perform, and Angela provided receipts. I still think, regardless of that, Cynthia and Phaedra living with her, I personally do not see anything wrong with it, because if I'm them and I have to make a choice, I'm choosing Portia over Shamia just by the count of the history.
Well, everybody on this season is doing that.
Yeah.
It's so obvious. Like, I'm losing a little bit of respect for some of the girls, honestly, because there was all these big issues before, right? And it just
put her name on it, Claudia. Who exactly?
Well, let me think about this. I don't want to get cussed out on Twitter.
Dustin, she looking right at you. She's like, I already know how this works.
Like, it just kind of seems so fake how everyone just all of a sudden forgot all about everything. Like, when it's someone else, like we can all hate together, it builds bonds. And I just feel like I hate when I see that in friend groups. Like, it's just like, wait, like last Tuesday you had all this smoke on, you just ran on over. I don't know. It's giving a little like, I think it's corny. But it's predictable. It's scary to stand on business. It's scary to like stick by your convictions. It's easy to go with the more popular girl with the star. It's easy to. And I'm all for growth when it happens naturally and like in due time. It should go. You should grow. But when you grow overnight, I kind of have to side eye you just a little bit. Like, wait a minute, and your beef was even bigger. But okay.
I beat Claudia up.
And there's more than one person that I see that for. Like all of a sudden, it's like they never had an issue with no one. And someone remind me that before the mother thing, which of course I think was bad, right? Before that, what was the real bad thing that Shamia did to make her be so hated? I just can't remember.
Oh no, and I will go on record saying prior to the mother thing, I echo the same sentiment. Mm-hmm. And of course, I'm being called a flip-flopper, which I don't give a shit about that. I am fair and I watch the show like we all do. In my opinion, Shamia Morton Mwangi did absolutely nothing to warrant being iced out by these girls. She just didn't. And I'm saying before the mama thing, I 1000% understand why when I interviewed Portia and I brought up Shamia, she said, I will never speak of her again. After watching that episode, I understand why she does not want to talk about her. I get it. I totally get it. I don't get what Shamia has done to Angela Oakley, K. Michelle, Drew Sidora, Phaedra, or Cynthia. I personally...
Hold up. I didn't watch what happens live. Watch what happens live. But they said Shamia was dogging out Angela the whole fucking time. So, Carlos, what the fuck do you mean you don't know what she did to Angela? You don't know what she did to Portia. We see her, Britt Edie, telling Portia about the text messages that she sent to Shamia. And that's Britt, a new bitch. So imagine the shit she been saying to the girls who've been here. What you mean she ain't did anything? Not because you said something so wrong, but with Portia as as my friend, that's a big fucking thing. Like you going behind my back, turn on, like talk, like you. Carlos has really lost a lot of respect from me. I don't know what this thing is that's going on with everybody, where we just can't call things out objectively anymore. People's friendships with people, and that's what Shamia does. She forms alliances. So I wouldn't be surprised if, she's being really nice to Claudia in some way, shape, or form. Maybe have introduced Claudia to another man she can't keep. Something. Because I don't understand why he sat up here and said, I don't see what she did. These girls, she hasn't done anything to anybody. That's Shamia's MO. She does everything behind the camera, so there's no proof of what she does. Right. That's really her MO, to the point where they even got her on camera saying to K. Michelle, yeah, I like what you said, but what I really wasn't fucking with is that you said it on camera. That's what she was saying to K. Michelle. Yeah, whatever about what you said, but why did you have to say it on camera? That was really her gripe for K. Michelle. And I think Lexi said that she felt like Andy doesn't like Shamia, and I wholeheartedly agree. And I will say, in my opinion, I think it goes way back to that clip I showed with Shamia arguing with Phaedra, and Andy's like, all right. And Shamia was like squeezed in between Portia and who was on the other side? It might have been Sheree. Like, you're really not even a friend of. This might have been in her. She probably was a friend of. She's at the reunion, but Shamia used to come on here without getting paid, without being a friend of. He knows she's a flop, and he knows that she's doing things off camera to influence the show. And he's a producer at heart. and he wants, and this is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you're doing stuff behind the scenes that's fucking up the show, or that could be on the show. Like, you probably would do better just really being your fucking self, Shamia. Like, really being yourself instead of this person, this image that you have, this character that you have created that you probably don't even know who yourself is. But all these things you're doing behind the scenes, and just, he sees you. So we're gonna watch that too.
As I'm watching these episodes, I haven't seen anything to where Shamir did something so egregious. She deserves to be iced out by everyone else. Now, with that being said, and I'm gonna toss it to you guys.
How about just, okay, he said before the mom thing, but they acting like, Claudia acting like she don't know why they all walked out. Because you were out of fucking order. You sat up there and talked about this girl mother at the table. Like, so if I'm with my friends, right, and somebody says that about my mother, and I get up to leave, and my girl's right behind me, and so whoever stays, I feel like you co-signing, and you on that bitch side. Maybe it's that. Like, sometimes you have to send messages to people without talking. Didn't he just say the best communication is nonverbal? That was a clear. But Cynthia was like, "Oh, wait for me." That was very clear that they don't fuck with you, Shamia. And Claudia, you can't make people like other people. Like, you came on this show. I don't want to zoom in because my hair look crazy and I can't find my favorite hat. But you came on the show and they didn't like you. And you swear it's because of Portia, and you have this, like, you're like a dog with a bone with Portia. Like, it's okay for people collectively to not like somebody. Like, I feel like they even go out of their way to, like, pretend like they do, to ruin every group scene. She's like a storm cloud when she comes in. Like, she just dampers everything. Like, every time she come around and it's everybody, it's some bullshit. Like, every single fucking time. Like, I know everybody thinks the season is so good because we finally got something to talk about in Atlanta. But if we're talking about, like, content-wise, subject content, like the subject that's going on, it's just this bullshit with her. Like, all the fucking time when we get a little bit of something going, here the fuck she come. The girls are making up. Oh, we would love to see Kelly and Portia doing something, or like see how their energy is between them when it's just them two and Shamia's not there. No, Shamia had to have a whole. She had to call Portia's mother a whore and drag Kelly out the restaurant, crying in the van. It's just too much. Everybody doesn't have to like everybody. Claudia, it was okay that the girls didn't fuck with you when you were on. You're unlikable. You ruined, what's the name of that show? Well, Alice, they had TGIF. You ruined that fucking show. They said that was all you, mama, doing a whole bunch of shit behind the scenes, talking about people, just doing shit to people. They don't like you. And they got together and said, Claudia told, Claudia told me, she told me this is about to, like, you're that type of bitch. You say this to that person, that to that person, and then when they get together and call you on your shit, they wrong. Because you got called out. But I don't know. It's okay to not like someone. I just don't like you. It's okay. Like, they don't like her. Nobody's picking on her. She's picking on them. Claudia, aka Miss They Getting Fired. Like, think about it. Like, she ruined TGIF. Even when her mom came up there. First it was Funky Dineva. Then she did that shit with Armand. She was behind that shit with Armand and Al. But you ruined that show for yourself. Now you gotta work on Love and Hip Hop and Tubi. You was making $250 a year easy just talking shit, but you was jealous of Funky fucking Dineva because he has more followers, because he make more money than you, and all the things in between. You were mad. You got jealous. And then I like when he left, he took all his fans and he came on at the same time of you bitches and he's still going. And I love to see it. Let's see how long this shit lasts with Carlos. Because I know, I don't know what y'all say. He was mad. He was irritated about the shit she did with the baby thing, with Pinky being pregnant. And is Shamia supposed to be announced that she was pregnant, or is her surrogate pregnant? And do y'all care? I want to see how much like these people that's riding so hard for Shamia. I want to see them like really support this pregnancy with her. Like, you know, I want them to buy her music. I want them to watch her movie. I want the movie she's in to like, you know, go to number one. All these Shamia people, I want to see everything. I want to see all the things that you do for people that you ride this hard for.
I would give Phaedra a pass only because from what we know about the history and what we're seeing now, her and Portia are like this. And I think to be fair to Phaedra, if Phaedra would have switched sides, I think we'd all be calling her fake. So Phaedra's thing about Portia, I think is fair, is warranted. That's her good Judy for all these years. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense as I've seen everyone else do it.
Well, if we're going to keep it all the way real, let's keep it all the way real, right? Phaedra and Portia's relationship, their friendship been fucked up since all that stuff went down in season 9. And Portia allowed Phaedra to say the things that she said about Shamia allegedly doing that sexual stuff with Candy and her husband, Todd. And Portia really didn't intervene. She kind of doubled down on it. And then the reunion debacle happened where Portia ended up telling that Phaedra was the one who had made those things up and said them. And Shamia was a little vindicated in that. But even in season 16, they never really healed from that. And we noticed that, we know that that's true because it came up literally on stage at the reunion last year for season 16 when Shamia literally kind of called Phaedra a little bit to task on it, but that situation has never really been dealt with. So I think that that's the fracture in Portia and Shamia's relation. In addition to, then there's a lot of layers there, right? Because there's the Candy layer, because Candy and Shamia have a real, actual, legitimate friendship in real life, travel together, do things together. They're close. They're still in communication heavily right now. That is not something that I'm sure has been easy for Portia to manage with some of the complicated dynamics that have come, you know, to rise over the years or whatever. So there's a lot of then the mothers, you know, there's just a lot of layers there that have contributed to the fracture in their friendship. And they just never really healed from that. Phaedra and Shamia never really liked each other. So is it a shock that she has gone to the side of Portia? Of course, that's where she's going to go. We saw earlier in this season when Angela and Pinky had their disagreement, and the phone call that Phaedra had with Shamia came up and about Phaedra alluding to Pinky's veganism being.
As someone who really fucks with Dustin, I am disappointed. I don't know. And I hope y'all remember me saying I wanted Dustin off of the show because I felt like it was beneath him. But he's already starting to turn. I'm afraid my poor Dustin is gone. I can always count on Dustin for a funny take on something that was actually real and just have like a different, actually deeper perspective into something. But they have blinders on for this. Didn't I say he wants to be in favor of? Yeah, you did. I thought you was kidding. I'm seeing it full blast. I love Dustin, but I see maybe he just wants to be like, you know, he's on tour and stuff. He wants to be accepted in that community, I guess. Dustin has been lost since he was siding with Mimi and Steve on Married to Medicine. Was he? I didn't watch the Married to Medicine review. Mimi and Steve. I can't remember what they did. But they was just acting like they was clout chasing. Right. Does he like the husband? Child.
fraudulent in some way, because back in the day she had the Jamaican restaurant and they sold meat. Phaedra actually said on the phone, selling meat, honey, a child, or whatever term, colloquialism she used, right? So
her and Portia are like
layers there, right? Because there's the Candy layer, because Candy and Shamia have a real, actual, legitimate friendship in real life, travel together, do things together, they're close, they're still in communication heavily right now. That is not something that I'm sure has been easy for Portia to manage, with some of the complicated dynamics that have come, you know, to rise over the years or whatever. So there's a lot of then the mothers, you know, there's just a lot of layers there that have contributed to the fracture in their friendship. And they just never really healed from that. Phaedra and Shamia never really liked each other. So is it a shock that she has gone to the side of Portia? Of course, that's where she's going to go. We saw earlier in this season when Angela and Pinky had their disagreement, and the phone call that Phaedra had with Shamia came up, and about Phaedra alluding to Pinky's veganism being fraudulent in some way, because back in the day she had the Jamaican. One who had made those things up and said them, and Shamia was a little vindicated in that. But even in season 16, they never really healed from that. And we noticed that, we know that that's true because it came up.
Oh, y'all ain't hear me. I said, my bad. I'm cleaning up. I said, I thought it was Kelly, and I zoned out a little bit because he talking some bullshit. But I thought it was Kelly and Shamia who did the whole vegan thing. Now, it's Phaedra's fault? Let me see. What is he really saying? Let me pay attention.
Literally on stage at the reunion last year for season 16, when Shamia literally kind of called Phaedra a little bit to task on it, but that situation has never really been dealt with. So I think that that's the fracture in Portia and Shamia's relation. In addition to, then there's a lot of layers there, right? Because there's the Candy layer, because Candy and Shamia have a real, actual, legitimate friendship in real life, travel together, do things together, they're close, they're still in communication heavily right now. That is not something that I'm sure has been easy for Portia to manage, with some of the complicated dynamics that have come, you know, to rise over the years or whatever. So there's a lot of then the mothers, you know, there's just a lot of layers there that have contributed to the fracture in their friendship. And they just never really healed from that. Phaedra and Shamia never really liked each other. So is it a shock that she has gone to the side of Portia? Of course, that's where she's going to go. We saw earlier in this season when Angela and Pinky had their disagreement, and the phone call that Phaedra had with Shamia came up, and about Phaedra alluding to Pinky's veganism being fraudulent in some way, because back in the day she had the Jamaican restaurant and they sold meat. Phaedra actually said on the phone, selling meat, honey, a child, or whatever term, colloquialism she used, right? So like that. So Shamia and Phaedra are really not people like that. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense that she has run to the side of Portia. That's what would make sense based on the history. But that's also why they beefed out.
Yeah, I'm not confused at all. So I'm not confused whatsoever, because in real life, people don't have to do things to you that are egregious to leave a bad taste in your mouth. Like, why are we acting like somebody has to shoot you or talk shit about you to make you not like how they move? It happens all the time. If I am seeing Dustin and Carlos's friendship, and Dustin is consistently moving in a way that gives me the ick, I'm going to have the ick about Dustin, whether Dustin did something to me directly or not.
Yeah.
In real life, y'all, right? So like, somebody doesn't have to like, oh, she did this to you, so therefore that's the only reason you could not like her. You can just watch how somebody moves and not fuck with it. And that's real life. And I think to the point of not Portia, Phaedra said, hey, that thing with me turning the whole me comment into a thing, why did you need to do that? Drew Sidora said, when I did the national anthem and y'all were being nice, nasty to me, and then to the point where K. Michelle had to leave her purse behind, and y'all are saying nasty stuff and then singing as you drive off, mocking what I thought was a great moment. Why'd you have to do that? To me, Shamia's issue with the girls doesn't have to be a we got beef. It's in the name, word of Frida Kahlo, it's a nick by 1,000 paper cuts, right? Death by 1,000 paper cuts. I think there are people in this world like Portia who will do something that offends you, and people like Shamia who just keep nicking you. And the nicks add up. So I'm not confused whatsoever. They have been staying since the beginning. I'm going to give them some credit, even though I critiqued all the girls, all of them, right? Yeah. They've all been saying since episode like 3, ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that. Weeks and weeks of ooh, I don't like that leaves a bad taste in your mouth. So when you finally see the mother episode, it's like, you know what? It's almost like the glacier finally broke. So I'm not confused whatsoever.
I could stand by that, but it only seems to go one way. Like the way you can say the way that Shamia has been like little nicks by death by 1,000 cuts. Your best friend let bitches talk shit about you and didn't do anything about it and piled on. Okay, not cool. This girl also said she would fuck Charles as a payback to Angela. They lovey-dovey now, and I love me some Angela. There's many things that she did as well that people are just like, it's Shamia. No, Shamia's annoying. Yes, Shamia has done some things that have been annoying and obnoxious. And I'm not putting a fucking cap on for anybody. But I'm just like, I got to be fair. Like, when I don't like when one person does a whole bunch of things, it's, well, she's a star and she's a this and she's a that and she's that girl. So we're not going to like really go against that. But when the newcomer does it, they're so evil and they're so bad. There's enough smoke to go around this entire cast. There are no innocent people here. And I guess I don't like that. I'm always so about fairness. And I don't see that a lot. I just see like Shamia is like the biggest, baddest person that's ever existed. And I'm like, yes, she's done things. And I don't like some of the things that she was doing with Drew. I feel like she was unnecessarily hostile with Drew. And I do not like that. And I'm saying that. I'm not blind. I don't have blinders on for anyone on the show. None of them. But like,
And you like somebody that is consistently, constantly, disrespectfully coming at your fucking cousin. You come on this show every fucking week defending this girl who just disrespectful to your own cousin. It shows me the type of bitch you are. I already know, but it really speaks. I forgot that y'all said that was Drew's cousin. And she's like, yeah, I don't like it, but like what? Based on Dustin's past takes, him being 100% on Shamia's side doesn't... Right! This doesn't make any fucking sense. Did Shamia buy like 1,000 tickets to his comedy show? Like, what is this? Now, I'll give Shamia that. Whatever she's doing with her alliances, she really doing it. Because the people who riding for her, they're going hard.
I just feel like it's just a little unbalanced. Like we're like leaving a lot of stuff to get passes on over here, but this girl would not. And I just need to be a little bit more fair. Like,
I don't think fair makes sense when they're reacting differently though. One person is saying, you know what, girl, you're right. I played in your face. My bad. The other person is saying, I'm a victim. I don't know what I did wrong. To me,
one person is also 15 years in the game on this, and the other one
exactly. But that's the answer.
Rewind that, because I always keep saying, because Portia's actually sorry, or they had a talk, or they came to an understanding. And you know what we don't see Portia doing? Insulting Angela every 5 fucking minutes. Why would she? Did Shamia even apologize to the people that she keep talking about? Oh, Portia made up with them, but not me. Or like the thing with Angela, like with Portia and Angela, like you still keep coming at this lady's neck. Why would she be your friend?
To the not fair though, the way that you're responding is what nips it, right? If we
go one way, like the way you can say the way that Shamia has been like little nicks by death by 1,000 cuts. Your best friend let bitches talk shit about you and didn't do anything about it and piled on. Okay, not cool. This girl also said she would fuck Charles as a payback to Angela. They lovey-dovey now, and I love me some Angela. There's many things that she did as well that people are just like, it's Shamia. No, Shamia's annoying. Yes, Shamia has done some things that have been annoying and obnoxious. And I'm not putting a fucking cap on for anybody. But I'm just like, I gotta be fair. Like, when I don't like when one person does a whole bunch of things, it's, well, you know, she's a star and she's a this and she's a that and she's that girl. So we're not gonna like really go against that. But when the newcomer does it, they're so evil and they're so bad. There's enough smoke to go around this entire cast. There are no innocent people here. And I guess I don't like that. I'm always so about fairness. And I don't see that a lot. I just see like Shamia is like the biggest, baddest person that's ever existed. And I'm like, yes, she's done things. And I don't like some of the things that she was doing with Drew. I feel like she was unnecessarily hostile with Drew. And I do not like that. And I'm saying that. I'm not blind. I don't have blinders on for anyone on the show. None of them. But like, you know, I just feel like it's just a little unbalanced. Like we're like leaving a lot of stuff to, and I just need it to be a little bit more fair. Like, you know,
I don't think fair makes sense when they're reacting differently though. One person is saying, you know what, girl, you're right. I played in your face. My bad. The other person is saying, I'm a victim. I don't know what I did wrong. To me,
one person is also 15 years in the game on this, and the other one
exactly. But that's the answer to the not fair though. The way that you're responding is what nips it, right? If we both have a beef with somebody, and one person's like, you know what, girl, I got you. Fuck. Perfect example. If me and Dustin never had an issue, Dustin would call me like, Blue, I was on some bullshit. I'm like, Dustin, I was on some bullshit too. I'm sorry, friend. It's easier for us to get over it than the person saying, why is people out to get me? I'm a victim. The person who's playing victim and the person who's like, yeah, you got me. I'm gonna always. I said this from the beginning. As a Taurus myself, I very much believe what Angela's doing. Right? Angela's like, you were both on some bullshit. One person ate it and took it on the chin. The other person's feigning confusion and playing victim. I like the bitch who took it on the chin. That is valid to me. That's not fair. That's about two different ways of approaching things. The person who takes it on the chin and keeps it a stack is always going to get more respect on the street or the reality show.
Who's keeping it a stack?
The scene that happened with Portia and Kelly, where Portia said, you know what, you've had some stuff to deal with, me included. You know what, life is bigger than this. That kind of conversation, we say, bitch, you know what, I'm part of the stressor. I'm part of the, whether it's sincere or not, I just want to land this plane. Whether it's sincere or not, someone who can look you in the eye, be like, you know what, you stressed about this man charging you $200 million and doing all these cases against you, and you got a lot enough in your plate, I'm probably on that plate too, huh? And Kelly was like, yeah, bitch, you're on that plate. And they had a kiki about it in the conversation about it. Whether it was sincere or not, the ability to just do that immediately makes people respect you more, whether they like you or not. Okay, meanwhile, in the car, Shamia's in the car like, and you know, I'm just responding because I don't know why. Feigning confusion and playing victim versus saying, you know what, bitch, I'm probably part of your problems. People respond differently to that. That's not about fair. That's about different reactions. They're not moving the same, so they're getting different results.
Okay, now let me say my plane. There's also a motivation for Portia to make up with Kelly because it furthermore ices out Shamia. I see the motivation. I see right through that shit.
See, hold up. Did y'all just see what just happened? Hold up. Let me put this computer. Now, I don't know if I got to say it or if I got sidetracked. I said, let's see how long this lasts. Because I said, Carlos wasn't, you know, he and that shit, her leaking what you call pregnancy, but I forgot to say Blue and her was it last week when they wouldn't let Blue get her point off. That's why Blue just said let me land this plane and Claudia just said no, let me land my plane because she answered your fucking question, Claudia. Like you doing the same shit Shamia doing, as Blue would say, feigning confusion. You acting like this is such a hard goddamn concept to understand. But look at Blueface. Hold on. Why can't I zoom in? Look at Blue's motherfucking face, bitch. And Blue looks better than Claudia. I know Claudia thinks she is the bee's knees, but all I see is a witch right here. I don't know. Is that Botox? And the nigga side of her is coming out, her roots. You know, she look like she been rolled hard and put away wet. Let me play it. Let me run it back. Because Claudia was trying to get that stupid take off, and Blue interrupted and answered her motherfucking question, and Claudia didn't like it, and she said, now let me land my plane. And I'm glad she did it because Claudia, I feel like Claudia adds like an extra hour to the show just going off on these fucking weird ass tapes. I don't know why Carlos lets her do that. I'd rather hear from Dustin.
Because it furthermore ices out Shamia. I see the motivation. I see right through that shit. When someone okay, now let me say my plane.
Charging you $200 million and doing all the playing victim, and the person was like, "Yeah, you got me."
Did we forget how Portia and Shamia iced out Drew last year? And Shamia did most of the dirty work. Now the tables turn on Shamia. Her actions as a mean girl. If she and Portia was cool, she would still be on that. Yep.
I'm gonna always. I've said this from the beginning. As a Taurus myself, I very much believe what Angela's doing. Right? Angela's like, you were both.
Wait, let me see what Claudia was saying.
Was unnecessarily hostile with Drew, and I do not like that. And I'm saying that. I'm not blind. I don't have blinders on for anyone on the show. No, none of them. But like, you know, I just feel like it's just a little unbalanced. Like we're like leaving a lot of stuff to get passes on over here, but this girl would not. And I just need it to be a little bit more fair. Like, you know.
I don't think fair that's when they're reacting differently though. One person is saying, you know what, girl, you're right. I played in your face. My bad. The other person saying, I'm a victim. I don't know what I did wrong. To me,
one person is also 15 years in the game on this, and the other one
exactly. But that's the answer to the not fair though. The way that you're responding is what nips it, right? If we both have a beef with somebody, and one person's like, you know what, girl, I got you. Fuck. Perfect example. If me and Dustin ever had an issue, Dustin would call me like, Blue, I was on some bullshit. I'd be like, Dustin, I was on some bullshit too. I'm sorry, friend. It's easier for us to get over it than the person saying, why is people out to get me? I'm a victim. The person who's playing victim and the person who's like, yeah, you got me. I'm gonna always. I've said this from the beginning. As a Taurus myself, I very much believe what Angela's doing. Right? Angela's like, you were both on some bullshit. One person ate it and took it on the chin. The other person's feigning confusion and playing victim. I like the bitch who took it on the chin. That is valid to me. That's not fair. That's about two different ways of approaching things. The person who takes it on the chin and keeps it a stack is always going to get more respect on the street or the reality show.
Who's keeping it a stack?
The scene that happened with Portia and Kelly, where Portia said, you know what, you've had some stuff to deal with, me included. You know what, life is bigger than this. That kind of conversation, we say, bitch, you know what, I'm part of the stressor. I'm part of the, whether it's sincere or not, I just want to land this plane. Whether it's sincere or not, someone who can look you in the eye, be like, you know what, you stressed about this man charging you $200 million and doing all these cases against you, and you got a lot enough in your plate, I'm probably on that plate too, huh? And Kelly was like, yeah, bitch, you're on that plate. And they had a kiki about it in the conversation about it. Whether it was sincere or not, the ability to just do that immediately makes people respect you more, whether they like you or not. Okay, meanwhile, in the car, Shamia's in the car like, and you know, I'm just responding because I don't know why. Feigning confusion and playing victim versus saying, you know what, bitch, I'm probably part of your problems. People respond differently to that. That's not about fair. That's about different reactions. They're not moving the same, so they're getting different results.
Okay, now let me say my plane. There's also a motivation for Portia to make up with Kelly because it furthermore ices out Shamia. I see the motivation. I see right through that shit. When someone I got my homie over here and you make up with my friend, I look like the bad guy over and over again. That is the dynamic. A lot that happens so much in female friendships. I just look at it like there's motivation, and I do think it matters. I don't think you can just say regardless of the motivation. No, absolutely, the motivation is everything because she's an actress. You can pretend. You can pretend like it's all good. I'm gonna make up with Kelly on camera and make it even more uncomfortable for the girl I'm really trying to hurt right now, which is Shamia. She's never been a good friend of that girl. Ever since you're on camera letting people, I will never let nobody talk shit about none of my friends, and I know you guys wouldn't. Dustin, I know you really wouldn't do that.
Girl, sit there and talk. Fairness,
that's an assumption, though.
But in all fairness, is this. The thing is this. When I interviewed both Portia and Shamia, right? I told
they got beef, Claudia and Blue.
That happens so much in female friendships. I just look at it like there's motivation, and I do think it matters. I don't think you can just say regardless of the motivation. No, absolutely, the motivation is everything because she's an actress. You can pretend. You can pretend like it's all good. I'm gonna make up with Kelly on camera and make it even more uncomfortable for the girl I'm really trying to hurt right now, which is Shamia. She's never been a good friend of that girl. Ever since you're on camera letting people, I will never let nobody talk shit about none of my friends, and I know you guys wouldn't. Dustin, I know you really wouldn't do that. Girl, sit there and talk.
All fairness,
that's an assumption, though.
But in all fairness, is this. The thing is this. When I interviewed both Portia and Shamia, right? I told Shamia to her face when I said, look, my panelists and I do believe that the first time that we were able to see as an audience on camera was when, yes, Portia did sit there and allow Phaedra to make childish motions that you were sleeping with Candy and Todd. And yes, Portia sat there and her exact words were, Sheree asked Portia, is that true? Portia's response was, they're very close. She didn't say yes or no. She did say they were very close. That happened season 9. I said, Shamia, in all fairness, because I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Shamia, you also went over Candy's house. And when Candy said that, Portia said, I want to kiss you until you did what Dustin did Saturday. Then, I said, Shamia, no shade, you did this. You sat there and you drank. And she said, well, no, I did that because I saw what Portia did. I said, no. That aired the same season. You did not get the episode advance. And then she said, okay, Candy did tell me what was going on. My point is this. If we're going to be fair, let's be fair. They both were not great friends to each other.
Sorry, Lowe's. Big difference.
No,
big difference between them two things. You're gonna have to use another example then, because that's a big difference between making a face and co-signing a damn lie. There's a big difference between countenance and
you making a face, sipping your imaginary cocktail
to co-sign the truth. To co-sign the truth.
No,
versus a lie, Carlos. That's the issue.
No, in all fairness, Portia did not say yes, they're fucking. Shamia did not say yes, they're
close
fucking.
To both of them.
No,
they real close. She close to both of them. That's what she said.
If someone said no, let's be real. If someone said to you, "Yeah, I heard Carlos is the messy queen," and you do this,
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's you're low key confirming I'm a messy queen,
right? But are you one?
Huh?
Are you one though? Right? That would then be the question. Because, and I'm not saying you are. Not saying you are. No.
I get what you're saying. You're saying
no. Let me land my 740 seconds. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Shamia sipping that drink and doing that stupid shit that I hate, that sips tea shit that I'm so fucking sick of.
I'm not
anyway.
I'm just thirsty, y'all.
I know, baby.
Doing it. I'm just thirsty.
But Shamia doing that in agreement with the truth is a completely different action than Portia co-signing a lie that Phaedra made up, only to then throw her under the bus at the damn reunion. Very, very, very different. You could say they're both messy in nature. You're right. You could say they're both, I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but it's a big difference between me sipping a drink when somebody says Carlos is on crack, and I start sipping my drink and doing all that dumb shit, you know what I'm saying, versus somebody saying, Carlos got a Navy shirt on today, and I'm like, because you really do have a Navy shirt on today.
So are you saying, okay, because I think I'm following. Are you saying, you saying because Portia said, let me back up. Are you saying when Sheree asked Portia after Phaedra said she
Oh my God. I was talking. Oh my God. My bad. What I said was Claudia blocked me. You said you came at Claudia. Hold up. You said you called out Claudia. I said I think she blocked me because I used to be in the comments like, can Dustin talk? Please shut up. Nobody asked you about your life story. I used to be in the comments like that. And I would use the big red exclamation point so she could see it. And what I showed y'all was me searching on my Richie B page for her YouTube channel, and it didn't come up. But when I went to Richie B sides, it did. And I said, ha ha, it's you only getting 5,000 views on your podcast. Okay. We got the same algorithm. I'm tired of them talking about Phaedra. Said as if she came out of nowhere. Right. What Phaedra said, if it came out of nowhere. We need to put this into the universe because people have forgotten. Just like they forgot Candy was also hiding Apollo's things while the government was looking for them and threatening to make Phaedra pay restitution. Just playing a long game. She is just enjoying every moment of this. She is not on Portia's side. She is still mad about Portia, Shamia, and Kelly about that thing. The thing. Okay. Yeah, everybody pussyfoots and doesn't actually call her out. I'm gonna put her name on it. And I've been around people too. Like, girl, you hate Portia. Yes.
He is fucking Candy and Todd.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheree asked Portia, is that true? And Portia's response being, they're very close.
She close to both of them. That's what she said, and that's important because it implies a relationship with him and her. I do believe in that. Yeah.
You're right. We could agree to disagree on this. I'm with Boo. To me, it's the same thing because you both have allowed the outside world to view you as two friends that allowed another person to eviscerate your character, and you both stood there and took it on the chin. Now, granted, whether or not Portia said that to Candy and Shamia, unless Shamia was there with her tongue in Candy's mouth along with Portia's, how do you know that's what Portia said? You're taking what Candy said as truth, and that's your right. The thing is this, just like
Portia admitted it. That's the difference here.
No. My point is, at that time, Portia did not admit it.
Yeah, the time
Portia admitted it later. At that time, she said, "I don't like you, short and I don't like girls.
Sorry.
I don't like
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We not finna sit here and pretend like Portia did not co-sign that lie that Phaedra made up at that table with Sheree and say something in agreement to the notion, right?
We're saying the same thing.
Full stop. Full stop. Full stop for me right there.
I'm saying to you,
he's agreeing with you.
Yes, but I'm also saying to you, just because Shamia sipped her drink, whether or not it was true, doesn't mean that Shamia is absolved from also agreeing with a woman eviscerating her best friend around a group of women. They both were wrong, and that to me showed that they both were not good friends to each other in that moment.
Can I just say something really quick about timelines, though? Because I want to make sure that nothing I'm saying is in season 9. Which is why I haven't spoken during that segment. I'm living in the present tense, right? And so in the present tense, I'm seeing two people who were best friends for a reason. When I talked to my old best friend a couple of days ago, as he's talking, I was like, I could tell why we're best friends. We talk the same. We act the same. You can't be friends with somebody for that long without not having similar ways of acting about things, right?
Okay.
Portia was in rooms where people feel comfortable talking about Shamia in front of her. Shamia is in rooms where people feel comfortable talking about Portia in front of her. Regardless of
we watched it together Saturday. It's on my video, one of my videos on Saturday. We watched it actually 2 days in a row. I think we watched it Friday and Saturday. it is masterful. How she broke down the friendship is not biased. And we're gonna do this together since there's nothing to watch. But I could tell you why some of it exists, because Claudia came on here as a friend to what's her name, Kenya, and was like kind of trolling Portia really for Kenya, and Portia at a certain point refused. Portia, Nene, I forget who else was on their side. That's why she hates. That's why she keeps talking about she hates like the team up thing, because we all see the classic thing with Claudia's bob is tucked in, and they were sitting at the table, and Claudia got up. They were sitting there talking about her, laughing and stuff. And I think Candy was at the table too. There's this one scene that I always remember where Claudia is actively trying to get a rise out of Portia after trying to go on a date, trying to proposition Cordell to go on a date, whether she was playing or not. The way you get up here and sit and act like you didn't do that, but Portia's such a demon for getting with what's his name, Simon, is like, are you fucking serious, Claudia? Like, you really tried to, and you came at him. I mean, he was flirting with her too, but like, that's, you did that. You started that type of shit on this show. That's probably one of the reasons why they got you to fuck up out of here. Like, she was just so corny. And there's this one scene where she's really trying to argue with Portia, and Portia is just sitting and looking at her. Like, you're not getting any scene, any camera time, any nothing off of me. And Claudia is probably mad and probably blames Portia. When she did that shit with Cordell, Portia probably went to the producer. Now, I don't know any of this to be true, and I'm just thinking, like, she might have went to the producers and been like, y'all gotta get this bitch out of here. Like, seriously. She doesn't even have a fucking car. Why is she here? Seriously. And she probably, because the hate she has for Portia is deep rooted. That's part of the reason we could go back and watch it. If you've seen the video, yeah, we watched it together. And then the same hoe, yes, Blue, tell me what is. Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's like 3 hours long, but it's good. It's a good 3 hours. It's a good watch. And she got proof. She has receipts to what she's saying. All right, let me wind this a couple seconds. It's a lot of little shady shit going on up here. If y'all not paying attention, it's between Blue and Claudia, and I don't know what Dustin's issue is too. Why his face all scrunched up
during that segment? I'm living in the present tense, right? And so in the present tense, I'm seeing two people who were best friends for a reason. When I talked to my old best friend a couple of days ago, as he's talking, I was like, I could tell why we're best friends. We talk the same. We act the same. You can't be friends with somebody for that long without not having similar ways of acting about things, right?
Okay.
Portia was in rooms where people feel comfortable talking about Shamia in front of her. Shamia is in rooms where people feel comfortable talking about Portia in front of her. Regardless of us splitting hairs from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, to me, a good friend is not someone that anybody feels comfortable talking shit about you in the room with me in the room.
I agree
They
with
both
you.
done that. So can we stop splitting hairs about 7 years ago? They both have a long history of people feeling comfortable talking shit about the other one with one present. That is a fact, right? Another fact, not an assumption, is one of them, whether we understand her motivations or not, because again, we're assuming, factually, one of them is improving in the behavior factually, whether we understand why she's doing it or not. My thing is, whether you meet it or not, can we all improve our behavior? If Shamia, whether she's fake or not, decides to have emotional regulation, decides to take things on the chin, decides to say, you know what, my bad, I can see why I did X, Y, and Z without playing victim, I would be clapping for her as loud as I'm clapping for Portia. I'm not going to assume people's intentions. I am going to clap for improved behavior. Because whether it's real or not, emotional regulation is still present.
I think we assume
with that
all the time on this show, though. We do that all the time. And
Yeah,
Shamia,
but I think a lot of the audience doesn't do that.
I mean, let me hear my blame, Blue. Shamia
I'm saying the audience is
to
assumption, though.
everyone so many times. She made a
Blue
whole
was
YouTube
talking
special
first.
after last year when we laughed.
Right? Another fact, not an assumption, is one of them, whether we understand her motivations or not, because again, we're assuming factually, one of them is improving in their behavior factually, whether we understand why she's doing it or not. My thing is, whether you meet it or not, can we all improve our behavior? If Shamia, whether she's fake or not, decides to have emotional regulation, decides to take things on the chin, decides to say, you know what, my bad, I can see why I did X.
Look at Carlo's face. Yo, Claudia look crazy today. What is going on? The makeup is smudged. The hair is pinking up. I wish she stopped with this topless shit. You're not 21 anymore. The makeup is a whole shade different. The skin is sagging. Maybe she look like she ain't been to sleep. She look like how I'll be looking when I don't go to sleep. Let me read the comments. Claudia came in to fuck with Portia on behalf of Kenya. Yup. You know what? I might have to cash out on Carlos next week and super chat the fuck out of Claudia because she was so anti-snake. Yes, remind them hoes. Okay, so I'm not tripping because she acting like Portia did something to her. This is tacky, what I remember. But Portia didn't do anything to her except ignore the fuck out of her. She really did something to Portia. She was trying Portia. You try to act like, let me see if I can fucking find it. Hold the fuck up. I could just show you this one scene. What's his name? Is his name Cordell Smith? No. What's Cordell's last name? Everybody do me a favor real quick. Everybody that's here, they're gonna shut my stream down. Stuart, go to my other channel. Hold on, so I can show this. Let me give you the link. How can I share this? Share. Copy channel. Okay, this is my backup channel. Everybody go here now. Or go on Twitter. But this is my backup channel. Anytime you shut me down, or you don't see me, or you can see me on Twitter, you can find me there. I'll catch up on the comments in a second. Just go to my backup channel right now. I'm going to drop this channel. Hold on. Let me add this. When you get over there, put a B in the chat so I know you're there, so I could drop this channel. Because they be on my ass over here. Damn, I should have called it something else. I put the link right there. Are they not showing it? Let me see. Let me see. Go to your channel. Let me see, Richie B. It won't let you click the link. Oh, let me see. Let me do it this way. I have to do it on YouTube. I don't know why it's not. Why y'all can't click the damn link? It won't let you click the link. It's still not that. Ooh, they some hating ass bitches. How can I share the link? Let me see. It's not. I hate YouTube. Like they some days they let you share a link, some days they don't. Really, it's at Richie B Sides. Or if do y'all have Twitter, Twitch? It's Richie B Sides. I don't know why it's not making it the links clickable, but that is what. Just search for this, and I'm gonna play more of this. I'm going back and forth. When y'all put a B in the chat when you get over to the other channel, so I can show you what Claudia was doing to Portia.
Y and Z without playing victim, I would be clapping for her as loud as I'm clapping for Portia. I'm not going to assume people's intentions. I am going to clap for improved behavior because whether it's real or not, emotional regulation is still present.
I think
I
we
agree
assume
with that.
it's all the time on this show, though. We do that all the time. And
Yeah,
Shamia,
but I think a lot of the audience doesn't do that.
I mean, let me hear my blame, Blue. Shamia,
but I'm saying the audience is.
Claudia, how you gonna cut her off and say let me land my plane? The group chat, y'all already got the link. We put the link in the chat. It's not letting us click it. Put a B emoji. Okay, so Dirge is over there. Okay, so all right, I'm dropping this. We can come back over here. Right, she really cut Blue off. All right, let me drop this one. Which one is it? Oh shit, which one is it? I need to change the Abby on the second one. All right, remove. We are going to the Richie B-Sides channel because I'm going to show y'all what Shamia, because they be on this channel like hard. I'm going to show y'all what the shit Claudia was doing to Portia and with Cordell, which I forgot about. And so the next time she bring up my Portia and Simon, we need to have this clip locked and loaded. Tell me when y'all ready. All right. Yeah, Derja. You put this in the stratosphere. Let me see if it's why it's not letting us click the links. I might still be on punishment. Now Caribbean Girls was able to put the link in the chat. Thank you, Caribbean Girl. All right, that's the link. Go over there now. I'm dropping this my main channel. All right, Richie B, remove. Thank you.